Okay, it's official. It's absolutely the time to be making Christmas crafts. Maybe we should have been making more of these before, but regardless, we're starting tonight and we're not only going to make this beautiful, this was a big wreath, guys. This was so cute. It's a snowman wreath. I'm going to show you how to make that hat, how to make the bow, how to do it all, add lights to it. But not only that, but did you know you can get these nutcrackers over at Walmart? Well, I'm going to show you how we dressed him up. So let's get started and have fun for Christmas. So I'm going to show you a different angle in this particular video. I have an 18-inch, a 12-inch, and a 10-inch wreath here. And these were all grapevine wreaths that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And on a good day here in Michigan, which we don't get that often, I took them outside and I spray painted them white. You can do this if you want. If you don't want to, that particular wreath I just showed you was actually a 2-pack that Hobby Lobby sells together, but I wanted to keep the bulk of it together. So you're just going to zip tie these wreaths after you spray painted them if you want. You don't have to do this. If you want more of a rustic look, you can keep them natural. And if you only wanted to do 2 grapevines and not make such a big wreath, go right ahead. So here we're just going to give our grapevine wreaths a little bit of a haircut. I do this every single time, and then we're going to get some lights out. But this really was a fun project. I've been seeing these for years, and I've been like, Julie, you really need to do this. So I went and looked at my stash, and I had these battery-packed lights, and they're green. So if you have white, that's even better, okay? But I didn't have any white, and I wanted to use what I had here, okay? So I'm going to take 2 big sturdy zip ties that I got a pack at Dollar Tree, and I have the batteries in my little pack there, and I believe these either came maybe from Walmart or Michael's. I'm not sure. Again, this was just in my stash, but because these have the bigger light, what I did was, this is the back of the wreath, and we are just going to go through and we're going to push the little light bulb through that grapevine. So it's going to be pretty simple. I end up using 2 for this particular wreath because we have 3 grapevine wreaths that we want to fill. But I felt like this really gives a nice little added touch. And usually there's a timer on the back of these little battery packs. So if you put it on your door and at 6 o'clock at night, turn it on, then it'll be on for 4 hours and then it'll click off, and then it's programmed to do so. So we had to go up into the second wreath a little bit because we had enough of those lights. And as you can see, you're going to just find the spaces that work. Some spaces work better than others. And I didn't use any other zip ties or anything like that. We're just sticking it through so that that light will shine through on the other side. Remember, this is the back of our wreath. So then I took another second pack and we just adhered it where the other one was, and this was the easiest part to put it, just because I wanted to make sure that we couldn't see those little boxes. So I started with zip tying a little bit of the cord here to get it where I wanted it. And then I just continued with putting the little lights down right where they will make the circle. Then I twisted this around for you, and we're doing the same thing for the head of our wreath. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and this was a really fun project. I really like this. I'm actually giving this wreath to a friend of mine tomorrow at her housewarming. So Kristen, if you're seeing this, I hope you love your wreath, because this is just too big to give away, guys. The box would be massive, so we're not giving this one away, so you're gonna need to make one for yourself. Okay, and if you're wondering what that is all about, I do give away wreaths on only in my email list. You have to be signed up for my email list. If you haven't seen that, I always have a link down in the description box. So right here, I didn't have a really good spot, so I did use a zip tie to zip tie a couple of the lights. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to clean up my little workspace, but I'm going to get my little vacuum here that I love. I love this thing. I will have it linked down. You can get it on Amazon. And if you don't have one of these, you want one because it even works great in your car. So the next thing we're going to do is we need to make a hat. So you go to canva.com. I'm going to show you, anybody can do this for the free version, all right? So I just wanted a PDF and I wanted a PDF template, and I wanted a blank one, but of course it didn't give me one. So I'm just going to click on one that doesn't have the little crown on it. So the crown would be premium. So if you don't have if you're not paying for Canva, that's what you want. So you're going to go over to the elements, and I put in top hat outline. So when I look at these now, if it has a little crown, those are the pros. Those are the version you have to pay for. So I clicked on the version that you don't have to pay for. So anybody can do this, and it's really simple to do. So you do this. This will fit an 8.5 by 11 size sheet. This is because I'm not good at this. So I'm going to download this paper, and I printed it off. So this is what we have. So I'm just going to cut out my little hat. But if you know how to draw something, you use your artistic abilities. This is not me. I can't draw. So I'm going to trace. And as you see, I kind of trace it a little bit outside of my little template, but I just wanted to have somewhat of a template, and I just took a red like paint marker that I had to go on this black stiff felt. Now these are like, you can get it at the Sheets, and I got mine at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you can get it at Joann's and Michael's as well, and then you're gonna just cut it out. So I grabbed some really cute ribbon. I got this ribbon, I believe, from the wreath shop, and I just like the way it looks. So we're going to go across the brim here, right above it, and we're going to add a little bit of glue. And then we're going to take a little bit more of this red ribbon. Now, if you missed my ribbon haul video, go back a few videos and you can watch it, and go purchase some of this stuff from the wreath shop or Trendy Tree. Those are my favorite places to shop. So I have links for them in my description box here as well. So then I looked at my Christmas stash. Everybody has a Christmas stash, right? And this is from stuff I had last year. And I wanted to add a little bit of like mistletoe. Isn't that cute? So I always have a box of things I don't use, and I just put it away, and we wait for next year because, you know, you can put it into use, right? So this way we have a really super cute top hat for our wreath, and I really like how this came out. I think this is super cute, and it's a great way to put a hat on any type of wreath. Now, this is some beautiful cardinal ribbon that I got from the wreath shop. Again, I'll leave a link down below. I'm going to use my Pro Bow 4-in-1. This is just really simple and really easy to do. I'm going to start off with a pretty good tail here, probably about 16 inches there. I'm going to twist it, and we're going to go to the 6-inch mark, okay? And then we're going to add another loop, and we're going to gather it in the middle, and then I twist it so that the wrong side of the ribbon is showing up. We're going to go to the 6-inch mark on the other side, twist it, and put it down in our wreath holder or our bow holder here. If you want to get one of these, this is great for decorating for the holidays. It's a must-have. And this is me showing you in real time how fast that it's possible to make a bow with one of these bow makers. This is very user-friendly. You're going to do 3 loops, I believe. We're going to see here in a moment because the wreath's upstairs, so I can't look at it. But we're going to do all the same size on each side. And this, again, was ribbon that I got from the wreath shop, and that was in that video I just talked about. So then you're going to, I guess we're going to go for 4 loops, guys. So we're doing 4 loops at 6 inches. And this ribbon did not disappoint when we put it all together, and then we used some of the red ribbon and some of that white ribbon that's kind of like see-through that we used on the hat. So you're going to cut a tail, and then you're going to get your other ribbon, and that is this really pretty kind of snowflake. It has a little bit of wire in it, and it's just a really nice ribbon. So you're going to start off with a nice tail about the same size as the other one, and you're going to twist it. And now what we're going to do is we are going to go to the, 5-inch mark. So we started off with a 6-inch, and now we're going to go to the 5-inch. Let's see how many times we're going to do this. I'm going to guess that we do this 3 times. So let's see, that's 1, 2. We're going to keep going. But guys, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to take a Nutcracker that you can get at Walmart, and you can kind of spruce him up and make sure that he's not too plain, but just right. And it was a lot of fun to do. So I can't wait to show you that craft. But if you didn't watch last week's craft, guys, you need to go watch it. I made this cute, adorable Cinderella carriage. So All right, so we did it. We did 3 loops on each side. I'm grabbing the third and final ribbon, and this is a 3, or not 3/8, but a 7/8. It's got wire in it and it's glitter and it's so pretty. And I feel like this really made the wreath. So we're gonna go to the 4-inch length for here. Going to twist it before I put it down. But again, I got this particular ribbon from the wreath shop, and it's just really great and handy to have on hand. I also got some gold, and I've been using it in my Christmas tree decor, and it's just a really, really nice ribbon to work with. So we're doing 2 loops, and let's see if we do a third loop or if we just keep it at 2. I made this wreath last week, guys, so it's been a good 10 days since I've made it, and the voiceover here. But yes, just 2 loops on each side. And this ribbon is so nice to work with. See that curl? It already gives you enough of a curl. So you're going to take your bow maker, take that wire that you had put at the very beginning. You're going to cross it over. And guys, this is how fast it is to make a bow that's really beautiful and you don't hurt your hand. So I would highly recommend this particular bow maker or Pro Bow the hand. All those will be linked down below. So we're going to take a little bit more of that red ribbon. We're going to fold it into each other here to make a little smaller of a center. And we're going to put it down in the middle of our bow here. And this is what I like to do because it just finishes off your bow so nicely. So make sure you take the 2 wires and you have them going different directions because you don't want them going the same. And then I just did a slip knot with this particular ribbon because it was so thin and just worked out really nicely. And then I took the wire and then wrapped it around it, and we've got a beautiful bow. So let's put this on our wreath. Let's put it all together. So we're going to put our hat here, and we're going to take our glue gun, put a little bit of glue where you want your hat. You could put him on top of his head, but I always like it kind of tilted off, and glue here is just fine. And that stiffer felt is going to hold up, and it's going to be really, really cute. And then I'm going to grab some greenery that I had bought from Amazon last year. I'll look and see if I can find it, if it's still in my Amazon storefront. But again, if you want to help Julie's Wreath Boutique here on YouTube, check out my Amazon storefront, guys. I do earn a small commission, and it does help me to be able to keep bringing you content like this. And then this was just another little piece that I got from Hobby Lobby probably last year, and I just was going to use what I have on hand. So I think these are really pretty. That was left over from the hat, so I felt like let's just go ahead and clip it and add it. And then we're going to use the bow as the scarf. Now, if you have a scarf that you want to use instead of a bow, go right ahead. There's a lot of things that you could do with this. I've seen people put signs on theirs, but we're just going to take that ribbon that we just, or the bow. I always say ribbon. You're going to take the bow that we just made and you're going to put it off to the side at an angle. You're going to go through with the wire, and you're just going to put it together. And this, guys, this is how easy this wreath is. This is not a hard wreath at all. And let me tell you, this is going to have such a big impact on your front door because this is going to be, oh my goodness, like 4 foot tall. Seriously, this is a nice size wreath, and I just love how it came together. So I hope you love it. You're just going to cut little angles or dovetails or whatever, and I just feel like it all laid so nicely. So let's do something a little different. I'm going to show you how to really make a nutcracker that I got over at Walmart a little bit more fancier. So I have to apologize. When I filmed this, I didn't film this in the right direction. So this is a 27-inch flocked nutcracker that I got from Walmart. I will have it linked down below. You can purchase it in white, pink, and black, and maybe another color. I can't remember. But I got these little buttons from Hobby Lobby, and all I did was I just pressed it in where I wanted it, and then I added a little bit of glue, and it just goes in really nicely because this is foam, guys. So we're still in the studio. I don't usually show you guys this viewpoint here, but I filmed all of this over in the kitchen side of my studio where I have a sink and everything and cabinets. So you're going to eyeball it. I just thought these little buttons were really super cute and were the perfect little touch for this little nutcracker. I have a thing for nutcrackers right now. I don't necessarily like them all color and like really ornate, but I just like this look. And so I felt like we could maybe like dress him up and give him a little bit of gold bling. So let's put a little bit of this ribbon I got from the Wreath shop over on the brim of his hat, just kind of like what we did for our snowman. Now I did get out some pens. I've got to think about how do you call it, pens or pens, straight pens. And that really is a nice, helpful thing because honestly, guys, this is foam. So you can go right through it. And then I added a little bit of ribbon at the little cuffs. And it looks like I didn't add I don't know if I'm going to add the picture of where I added ribbon at the waist, but I don't know why. So add a little bit, and then you're just going to take your time and you're going to have to kind of cut it a little bit because I had a little bit too much here. So we're going to cut that down a little bit. But, and then I took another pen. So you're just going to make sure you glue the front. Of course, you can't do the pen in the front, but we're going to do the other side. So again, I'm using my little vacuum because the black flocking is everywhere. And so again, I would highly recommend that. Then we're going to just take the little top part of his shoulders. I'm going to do him too. And we're going to add a little bit of ribbon down where his boots are. So I think he's adorable. Guys, if you watch this whole video, would you leave me your favorite Christmas emoji? Because we're going to be doing Christmas here all month long here on November. I've got some exciting things planned for you guys. And I just think that this turned out so cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed them. He was such a cutie. I hope you love this week's projects. I love the Snowman Wreath. I think he turned out beautifully. And the Nutcracker, he's waiting to be put on my mantle, guys. So you'll be seeing that soon here on YouTube and on my other social medias. But let me tell you, I'm here every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And click on this playlist and watch my Christmas playlist because we have lots of projects to do here on YouTube.